Hi guys, I'm Tamar. I have been hosting a podcast for the last 4 years. It's called The Shipping Room. Check us out. So I'm really only used to being heard through speakers and not in front of a camera. So I have really no idea how these videos work when people do these reactions. I probably should have watched a few before I started recording this just to kind of prep myself and figure out if there's some kind of shtick I should have or gimmick. I don't have anyone with me tonight, which I feel like I'm going to change in the future because it's definitely more fun to talk to somebody else than to talk to myself. But I just wanted to hop on and get this series started of reaction videos to the new 90210 reboot, which I have been looking forward to for a very long time. Kind of like 25 years actually, since Shannon Doherty left 90210, and I've been waiting for her to make her return. So here we are. And I also read a lot about what this reboot was going to be, so I knew that these actors were going to be playing heightened versions of themselves and that it wasn't an actual reboot, like it wasn't going to be season 11 of 90210. It was sort of its own thing. I think from my quick glance at Facebook before I started recording, there are people who didn't know that that's what was coming, and so I can imagine that you are somewhat disappointed. My expectations were exceptionally low, having read about the premise and knowing what was coming. So that said, I actually was pleasantly surprised and ended up really liking it way more than I thought I would. And I don't know, I think the nostalgia really worked for it. I was very concerned that it was going to feel kind of sad and pathetic, but they all seemed to be really self-aware that the meta-ness really worked for them, and it didn't feel sad. It felt like they were in on the joke, not like we were laughing at them. And I really appreciated that. I loved that they leaned into the feud with Shannon. I loved the few moments that they took to remember Luke. I thought they were really tastefully done, not over the top. They didn't bring the campiness into that part. It really felt real and important, and I really appreciated that. And I mean, they dropped little Easter eggs all over the place. Even just the opening scene of Ian and Gabrielle trying to exchange the egg. It just felt like we were all it felt like we were at this reunion and we were all in on the same private jokes, and I just loved it. It really worked for me. I appreciated that warm feeling of, they talked about it in the show, of like coming home. I really felt that. What I don't know is how this works for 6 episodes. I'm not sure that the nostalgia alone is enough to carry it for 6 episodes of television. And I don't know, I'm excited to watch more. I definitely always knew I'd watch all 6 episodes. I just thought it would be more of a hate watch. And as it turns out, I actually really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to more, but I'm also nervous that the nostalgia can't carry it through the whole season. So we'll see what happens next. But I'm excited to be back together with these people who were such a giant part of my childhood. So I feel like next week I will have some friends on to talk about it more intensely. I like to get a conversation going. I'd love to hear, if you want to leave comments, what you thought. Were you surprised? Were you disappointed? Did you know it was coming? Did you think it was going to be something totally different? Also, before I forget, I should let you see the shirt that I'm wearing, which is a Donna Martin Graduate shirt, but I designed it so that the tassel is a champagne flute, because she was drinking champagne the night that she got kicked out of the prom, So I'm really excited. I actually loved it. I can't wait to see more, and I can't wait to hear what you guys all thought. So I will see you back here next week for more, hopefully, group discussion about the 2nd episode of the 90210 reboot.